Hello, my fabulous Scorpio. I am Darlene. Welcome in. Thank you to newcomers, a very warm welcome, and to my regulars, you have my undying gratitude. Thank you for being here and supporting me continuously. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, we're going to get into your reading now. What your person wants to say to you. If they could just speak freely, what does your person want to say? And these readings are timeless. You will know your story. There's lots of stories, lots of people here that are going to see this reading. So if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. Just check out one of the other videos. It may be your video. So what does your person want to say to you, Scorpio? What does your person want to say to you? It's like, I guess I'm done. I've got more than one group of you here. Let me be clear. Someone here, for someone out there, your person is saying, I'm not able to reconcile with you. I don't see this relationship, going the distance. It's ending, or I'm ending it, or we already have ended it. It was just too much. Somebody here dropped the ball, or I couldn't juggle it anymore. Very simple. Very simple, because there was deception here of some kind. There was deception, and somebody here needed to learn a lesson. Somebody here maybe, I don't ever get that with this card, but I just heard very loudly, yeah, karma. Karma. And I say that because the Justice card in reverse. Somebody here received injustice or gave injustice, but I'm hearing karma. Somebody's getting their karma, y'all. I don't want to fight about this anymore. No more conflict. I'm looking out to other pastures. And I don't mean like greener pastures necessarily. It's just that I want to see what else is out there for me. I'm not going to give my cup here anymore. Okay, that's for some of you. Now, for others of you, this is them saying this is how you feel. They think you feel. They think you would not be willing to reconcile with them because maybe they weren't putting, not the right card, but I heard the message, they weren't putting the work in, or they weren't giving you indications that they wanted to go the distance with you, or that for whatever reason, the timing wasn't right. This can be a card of divine timing, but it's about putting in the time and energy and investment for something to go the long term. And you're saying, or whomever here is saying, and things needed to change. Things needed to change, or it's going to be over. Things needed to change, or you are going to drop this ball here. There is going to be an end to this juggling because I can't carry it anymore. I can't carry this relationship by myself anymore. It's just, I don't want to juggle this anymore. Again, that card's meaning doesn't really change, but now for some of you, if you know there's been another entity, person, whether that's a job or a situation or health issue, could be any number of things. When you refer to third parties, it doesn't always mean a third romantic person. But somebody here could have juggled you, could have been juggling, you could have been juggling. And you're saying, no, I don't want that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, these two cards together, yeah. Excuse me. So let me go. Yeah, they know they disappointed you. Okay. What they want to say to you: I messed up. I deceived you. I know now. I deceived you. I didn't learn the lesson. I'm getting karma for that now. I didn't learn the lesson, and I treated you in a way that was not fair. I could have put you in a situation where there was conflict and competition with other people, things, time, energy. And I don't want to do that anymore. Or you made it clear you don't want to do that anymore to this person. But now I'm looking at other things. I'm looking beyond, I'm going to put the cards down. I'm looking beyond my immediate world here. I'm looking at things I'm hearing from a bigger perspective now. But this can also talk about travel. It can talk about like different cultures even. And they're saying that I just couldn't give in to this. I couldn't give you my emotions. I couldn't, whatever happened here, somebody here needed to apologize and didn't. So far, didn't apologize, right? And your person is thinking, even if they came in again, would you turn them down? Have you grown apathetic to this, or would you reconsider? Because I think they feel like you are this Queen of Swords in reverse. Which means, and there's no gender in tarot, she is somebody who's very cold. She's the bitch of the tarot. Excuse my language, I probably get dinged from that by tarot with YouTube, but she's very cutting. She's very cold and calculated with her words, and she tolerates no BS. She'll cut you with that sword in a New York minute, especially when she's in the reverse. And because I've got two queens here, your person could have decided this could be who your person was juggling you with. Scorpio, could be. Or they're saying they wanted, for some of you, if you were embodying this, your person is saying, I didn't want that, I wanted this. I wanted this nurturing, somebody who's independent and has their own money maybe even, and who's stable and can take care of me. So, I don't know who walked away here, but somebody communicated that they're walking away and they're saying, no, I'm done with this. Or if they haven't communicated with this yet, they're taking action to walk away. They've, they're saying, I'm not going forward with this anymore. Maybe even lost direction, so to speak, lost any determination. If there was a period of indecision, it's like I never could make my mind. I just couldn't. I couldn't choose. And that could have been a factor here. If your person was involved with somebody else, maybe they refused to choose. So I don't know if this is you or your person saying this, but I want a new beginning. I want to start new. I want something fresh. But at the same time, I'm over here struggling. I have no stability. My money's not good. I feel like this is your person, Scorpio. They're struggling. They're struggling. This could be even a situation in their home being affected. I'm feeling that for a few of you. Yeah, for a few of you, their home life is really not good right now, whatever that means. They're losing sleep. This is anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. Now, it could be they're saying because of some reckless behavior. And then we know who the Knight of Wands is. He's the player card. But basically that means a lot of in and out, things that were not reliable. You couldn't count on them. Yeah. And then you were stuck, or you are stuck, or this person, some of you, they are stuck in a situation with a third entity, person, situation, job, whatever. And that's why they can't move forward with you, and why there's no nurturing or cultivation or fertility in this relationship with you. They're busy working, focusing on their money, trying to regain this stability because their money's not good. I keep seeing that. I keep feeling that for this person. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is literally bad fortune. So they're trying hard to manifest. What are they trying to manifest? They're trying to manifest this love, feelings, being emotionally open, I'm hearing. Maybe after a breakup. So if you're not with your person, this is some kind of a breakup, or or your person here, if they were with another person, there could have been a breakup. Yeah, because there's something here that's coming to light. And they're also saying, I know I didn't listen to my intuition. I did not listen to my intuition here. And they could have been they could be codependent, or they could be dealing with someone who's codependent, or who was not single. And they feel, Scorpio, like this has been a missed opportunity with you, is what I'm hearing. So they've been holding back their feelings. They could also be overindulging. This can be a card of feeling too many emotions, or overindulging, like drinking too much, for example, because they know there's unfinished business here. There have been secrets. There have been secrets and things that were hidden about. Now, the Hierophant can be a relationship. It can be a marriage, like a long-term relationship or marriage. And in the reverse, it can be, again, a breakup of that. It can also be talking about bad advice, or doing things in a non-traditional way. This would be the Rebel of the Tarot. Speaking of rebels, because somebody here was beyond stubborn. Somebody here wanted it their way or the highway. And I think you just lost passion for that, Scorpio. If this is them, if that was them, and I think you just said, But they're missing you. They're missing you, and now they're saying, oh, well, maybe, yeah, there's this collaboration thing. Maybe I should rethink that. Maybe I should have stood and fought for that. Yeah, maybe you should have. Just saying. Maybe you should have. But instead, it was nothing but a big fat burden, a heavy burden at that. And oh well, here they are out here in the cold. I shouldn't make fun of your person, Scorpio. This is more about me and my story than it is about you guys. So I'm not making fun of your person, but I'm making fun of my person, I guess. Oh well. You did this to yourself. And actually, sincerely though, that is the message I'm getting here. They're either out in the cold with somebody they were with, or you put them out in the cold, or both, probably both, but this is how they're feeling. Yeah. The wounded warrior. I'm really tired and I'm exhausted. but I'm trying to keep my heart open. I'm trying to give love. I want to give love. I do care about you, Scorpio. I have feelings for you, but I'm held back by this toxic situation. This could be literally be addictions, or this could be someone they're tied to. Yeah, someone they're tied to. Now, this could be who they're tied to, or this could be your person who's acted like this King of Wands in reverse. This person is very self-serving. Again, it's an energy of my way or the highway. It's an energy of, excuse me, I'm getting hiccups, I feel like. Let me take a breath. They say that works out. I don't know. It doesn't often for me. But basically, this is somebody who's just not doing things in a kind and loving way. I'll say it that way. It's all about them. Yeah. And there's remorse and regret about this. I bet there is. Because it caused a tower. Now, this tower has already happened, I believe. It can also mean when it's in reverse, it's an internal tower. In other words, they are really thinking about, ruminating on, regretting, in deep remorse about what they did. Or at the very least, I need to look at this, because guess what? They made a bad choice. They clearly made a bad choice in love, and now they're unhappy about it. And they're surrounded with unhappiness. The Ten of Cups, unlike the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about personal happiness. The Ten of Cups in reverse is, you know, in the upright, it's a happy family. See, there's two people and kids and a home, and there's probably a dog over there and a picket fence and all the good stuff. But in reverse, it's saying, all of that. I'm surrounded. This whole situation that I was in or am in is unhappy because of that now. Because I was too much in my ego and pride. I had to win at all cost. And I realize now I self-sabotaged. I'm getting clarity about that now. That's the truth, and I'm getting clarity about that. I might be getting clarity that I need to put more time and energy into how I love, what I love, how I give my love, into a new beginning in love that will make me happy. Because I know I haven't been putting in the work. I was too busy making plans, looking out in the distance. Or maybe they are now. Maybe they're making plans. Maybe they're making plans. Oh, yeah, they're making plans. Yep, I see it. They're making plans. They're hoping that it's not too late. They're literally wishing on the star, if you like that description of the star card. But it basically means keeping hope alive. Hopes and wishes coming true. And they very well may be coming in to communicate with you, to talk to you about this, to talk to you about, have you lost all, about, first of all, how they've procrastinated here about doing anything about it. And maybe they think you've lost any curiosity. This is now personal unhappiness, because they are personally unhappy in their situation. There's been betrayal. There's obviously an ending here, whether this was them in another situation or this is you and them. There was clearly betrayal here. I mean, this is my death by 1,000 cuts. This didn't just happen with one swift, it's over. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're saying this is you. This represents, this can be the twin flame card. This represents a long-time relationship, a committed relationship that is now in disharmony. Or, you know, we've got the breakup card. And now they're thinking about, well, they're thinking about, keyword being thinking about, do I want to come in? Do I really, maybe I want to come talk to Scorpio and bring them some little token, something And let's talk about healing this situation. I've been reflecting on this. I've been reflecting a lot about this situation and how maybe I wasn't truthful, maybe I was cold and calculated to how I treated you, Scorpio, but I'm still very attracted to you. I am still very attracted to you, and I feel like you're moving on to calmer waters. Maybe this person has tried or is trying to move on from this situation, from this failure. This is basically a failure. But they're probably still keeping tabs on you to some extent. This is another card of potentially communication or looking at you online, those kinds of things. They're trying to heal. They're hurting too, Scorpio, I guess is what they want to say to you here. This has already happened, this heartbreak. But they're hurting too. And they're wondering if you have options, but they're also saying, maybe they're thinking about options, or I'm just so confused, I don't know which direction to go. Yep. I know I need to let this go. I'm trying, but I'm stuck up in my head here. I'm so stuck in my head. This is analysis paralysis. I can't do anything but think about the situation and how I needed to give to this, or I know that's what Scorpio wanted, was for me to give to this equally, for there to be balance. And this is the divine, by the way, stepping in. This is a major arcana. When the divine steps in and tries to balance opposites. So I think, frankly, your person is hoping for this. This might be that star they're hoping for. So they're trying to sit and be strong. They're trying to sit and be strong. Ooh, all right. Well, that's what they want to say to you. I'm going to pull maybe just a couple of cards here, what actions they might take. Because right now they're thinking about it. I don't think they're taking any action, Scorpio. There we go. Let's see what this is. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. Yeah. If your person was involved with another person, justice is happening here. I've got two queens here, Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, which we saw, coming out of, helping tell the story. There needs to be justice here with all of these people. And to be honest, this could be a meddling family member or a child even. A sister, somebody, it doesn't have to be that there's another romantic person involved here, but there is justice. There's what action they might take. They want to give justice here. They want to find a way to make it fair for both of these queens. I don't know what that's going to look like, but they're saying they want to find a way to make it clear. I'm laughing because they want to find justice, find a way to balance with both of these queens. No gender, but there's queens on the cards. But I'm a little suspect. King of Wands, he can be a player. I'm just saying, it's not the Knight of Wands, thankfully. So I don't want to give him a bad rap necessarily. But he is trying to find happiness here. His happiness is making these two happy. Now, I can also say another way to read this. What's underneath that card? Yeah, okay. That if these aren't people, because you would know this in your story, I want to find balance within these two energies. In other words, I need to find balance between the truth and nurturing and my money and stability and good communication. Yep. Okay, anything else? Let's wrap this up for my Scorpios here. Anything else they want to say, what actions they might take. Yeah. Secrets need to be revealed. They know this. I'm not saying they're going to do it, but they know that secrets need to be revealed, or this is a lost cause, basically. Yeah. This is them, and I think probably maybe for some of you Scorpios, losing sleep over this too. Well, let's get one more card. In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah. Because they can't walk away. They can't walk away, Scorpio. They've tried. I feel like your person has really tried. And for some of you, this is saying you can't walk away. Or they're hoping you're not walking away. Even though, you know, there's competition, there's conflict, there's all kinds of things. For some of you, I'm telling you, for some of you, it's another relationship. It's a marriage. And they're trying to pull a rabbit out of their hat for some of them. To come towards you with this passionate new beginning. After a breakup. So for some of you, this is a breakup, or like I said, could be a breakup in their life, I guess. Because they're missing you, and they're saying, but I love you, Scorpio. There's the Knight of Wands, and now it's coming out for the second time. So that does mean, Knight of Wands can talk about communication, but it didn't fall, it wasn't one of my pop-out cards, so that's a little different for me. They're struggling to let go of this. If you've broken up with them, they're struggling to let go, and they're hoping you haven't walked away completely. But in terms of action, I just don't really have an action card in my flippers, which is what flyers, whatever. That's where I look for that action, is in the flyer cards. So the action is, I want to figure out a way to make this just, to balance these two energies. Yeah, because I know there have been secrets. Yep. Because it's hard to walk away. Or I don't want you to walk away, Scorpio. Okay. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I thank you for being here. Please do check out my lives. If you guys would like a personal reading, be sure you're subscribed and you've hit your notification bells. And I will see you guys soon. Many, many blessings.